video. I feel like I've done nothing but schoolwork. I've been doing a series for Key Stage 1 and 2 because obviously like all the schools are shut and stuff. But we're back to doing theory, and today we're looking at Joseph Campbell's The Hero's Journey. This is more of a structural thing than a language type theory. Like, so far we've looked at props and the genre theories and whatever else we've looked at, but this one is more to do with structure. And honestly, if you are someone who has a really good idea for a plot, whether it's for a film, a TV show, a novel, whatever, if you're struggling to structure it, this could really help, and as well as some other ones that will be coming up soon. So a bit of background info. Joseph John Campbell was an American professor of literature, and he worked on comparative mythology and comparative religion, and he came up with this. Now, if you was to Google images, The Hero's Journey, there are loads of different adaptations of this, but they're all basically the same thing. Some of them just might reword stuff, or some of them might join things up, but generally the same idea. It can also be a good way if you're wanting to write a novel, for example. It can be a really good way to like structure it. So I can see here that there could be a possible 11 chapters, and I can then plan that story out. So his idea is that every story follows this structure. So they all start off in the ordinary world, as he calls it, and at some point they visit the special world before then returning home to the ordinary world. So he describes this ordinary world as being the status quo, and then the character or protagonist or whatever you want to call them will get called to an adventure. They'll have supernatural aid. They then cross the threshold and end up in the special world. They will then go on a road of trials: the approach, the ordeal, the reward, the magic flight, the return, resurrection, resolution, and then back to the status quo. So basically like a clock, it just goes round. It is a pretty decent structure, and it can really help if you are struggling to, like I say, structure your novel, your movie, your TV series, whatever creative piece it is that you are actually trying to put together. So like, let me think. An example I can think of the ordinary world, special world, Wizard of Oz. The ordinary world in the film in my head, I can't remember when it came out, but the ordinary world is shown in black and white, and then Oz is shown in like colours. And then the crossing the threshold and the return is, so 3 and 9 on the picture. Crossing the threshold is when the tornado or twister came and took a house to Oz, and the return is when she is then clicking her heels like, I want to go home. And then the resolution and resurrection is like, I've just seen all these amazing things, and all these characters reminded me of people from home and all this kind of stuff. And obviously like the ordeal would be the Witch of the West, and you get the idea. Hobbit as well, mainly because I saw the word adventure, but the Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings trilogy sort of follows this, but they stretch it out a bit more because obviously there's like 1,000,001 Lord of the Rings films. I think watching the extended version would take you an entire weekend. But yeah, so they all sort of follow that same structure. And like I said, it can really relate to your writing if you are trying to do a short story, a novel, a series, even a book series, or even if you're not really into the writing side, you're more into like films and media, this can really help. So I think that is it from me. I've got no idea what's coming up on Thursday. Honestly, I haven't got a clue. I've been really busy, like I said, with schools being closed down, and I think there's like 2 schools or something nearby, and kids are everywhere. So I've been trying to set up series to help with primary school children, especially with learning literacy. So at the minute I'm doing like 1,000,001 videos about spelling and grammar. Honestly, it's actually helped me. Honestly, if you're ever struggling with that side of things, just go on BBC Bite Size, or better yet, check out one of my videos. and get tips on spelling, grammar, sounds. We've just been doing about phonics for Key Stage 1. But yeah, I hope that helps, and I shall see you on Thursday for another update on my story that I'm doing for my coursework. And now that I've remembered what it is, I did a video last Thursday about the structured way to come up with a character, which is the way that I was taught at uni a few months ago. But on Thursday coming up, when I can get on my days around the right way round, yeah, on Thursday I'll be doing how I come up with characters, and I'm a bit of a weirdo. Not gonna lie, I come up with my characters in some wacky ways. Like literally everything comes into it. So I'll be walking you through that process of what I do when I'm coming up with my characters. So I shall see you all on Thursday. If you do enjoy, please like and subscribe. You'd really be helping me out. And I shall see you soon. Bye.